From the front line of truth, where courage meets convictions, this is The Conservative Viewpoint.
Alrighty, welcome back, Patriots, and good evening. And thank you for tuning in to the Conservative Viewpoint on this jam-packed Tuesday night. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative, and I'm absolutely thrilled you just decided to spend the next hour right here with me. Look, this show isn't about me talking at you. It's about all of us talking together. So please, if you are watching live, get in the chat. I need your voice. I need your perspective. It is more important than ever that we make sure our side of the story is heard. So hit that comment section and let me know what you think of tonight's topics. Tonight we are starting where the rubber meets the road, the bureaucracy. For far too long, the Washington machine is hijacked by political agendas under the left, but that era is officially over. We are seeing something amazing happen under this administration. Government agencies are finally being forced to drop the political theater bullshit and actually do the job they were hired to do. And that is protecting the American people. Critically, follow the law. And it's the rule of law, not the rule of political convenience, that is being restored. And we'll break down exactly how this return to confidence is changing the landscape department by department. And speaking of political convenience, we can't ignore the latest of the political sphere because there is no one who embodies the phrase, say whatever gets you elected, more than Hillary Rodham Clinton. Tonight we'll dive into her latest comments to see the shift faster than the stock market. It's almost impressive how quickly the goalposts move when the cameras are on it. Well, we'll analyze this, the rhetoric and simple question, does she even believe what she is saying, or is she just reading from a daily focus group notes? And now for the part of the show that makes you look up at the night sky tonight, because we might not just be fighting swamp creatures down here on Earth. We're talking about real-life potential alien encounters. Oh, yeah, wait till you hear it. It's a major Harvard professor is sounding the alarm about a mysterious object that he claims not only unnatural, but it is now heading directly into our solar system. And is this just this sensational science, or is this truly something massive and possibly hostile? Approaching our planet. I'm calling it right now. The story is going to make your jaw drop and probably make you laugh even harder. We have all this, plus your comments and much, much more. So stick around. The Conservative Viewpoint starts right now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this only Tuesday. Boy, why couldn't it be like Thursday? Wouldn't that be awesome right now, guys? So, yes. I've been putting my foot through the test today, so it's a little sore. Trying to get things done that I need to get done that I cannot be sitting around for 3 weeks to do. So giving it a try. I mowed a couple lawns today on my riding tractor, so that didn't go bad. I did lift a little bit of weights today just to see how it would go. Wasn't going too bad, so we'll see what happened. But guys, hey, welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you guys here. Let's give some shout outs to everybody in here right now. We got Rumble over here kicking it off. What else we got? We got Facebook down here. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X with a couple people on there. We got everybody happening here. Let's get up north together over here. We got Kick too, but I can't tell how many people's on Kick. Kick, I don't even have the videos not even playing right now on Kick. Don't know what's going on with that. So we'll see if we can get Kick moving here. All right, there we go. All right, let's get back up north to Getter over here and see what's happening over here. See all the great folks up there. And Shell tops off the charts tonight. Oh, what's going on, Shell? Thank you, Shell. I'm feeling a little bit better. John, Radical Right, Sean. Right after that, check it out. Conrad, what's happening? Texas John's right there. What's going on, guys? Got a lot going on. I'm not afraid of aliens at all. Got a funny one for you to listen to at the end of the show tonight, guys, but I've added a lot of stuff. So thank you for coming in here, Getter. I'm glad to see you guys in here. Now we're back down south. Topping the charts in there is Lee. What's up, Lee? What's happening, man? We got Tina 2 days in a row. Tina, I'm feeling blessed right now. Thank you for showing up. Gabby Girl, wow. 2 days, I'm loving it. Look at this. Gabby Girl and Tina show up 2 days in a row. Oh, and we got Texas Tammy, my favorite girl right there. Look at that. Texas Tammy's right there. Excuse me. There's Fix right there, man. What's happening, Fix? And I don't even have my glasses on to see all this stuff, guys. There's Colin from Scotland. What's happening, Colin? We got Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. Guys, yes, he did a 2-hour podcast last night. I started watching it while Vic's show was on, and I was setting up. I did not get a lot into it, but I will get into it. But great show, guys. Check it out if you're on Wimpkin. And let's keep going down here. We got Jerry Kruger watching out, man. There he is. Jerry Kruger, JERRY-KRUGER. Check him out wherever you're tuning in from right now. You'll find him. Check it out. Check his podcast out too, guys. All right, John M. What's happening, John M? Man, John's everywhere, man. Thank you for John. John gets things started everywhere, just like Jerry or just like Lee does. Guys, you can't thank you enough. There's Tim. Tim, what's going on, Tim? Guys, we got a lot going on. Anyone new to the show, welcome. I'm loving having you. Guys, we love having new faces. Don't forget to sit there and give me a shout out. Say hi. Doesn't take that long. I'm not going to, Shell. I'm taking my time, so I got to enjoy my trip to Aruba come November. And hopefully I can do a live stream from Aruba for you guys. You will not see me in my bathing suit. Oh, no. But I am going to try to do a live stream from Aruba and let you guys see the sand and what is that? The Caribbean down there? Oh, yeah, we got a lot going. Oh, yeah, we got to. So, hey, we'll see what happens. But, hey, guys, that QR code that is up there tonight, that is my YouTube page. If you wouldn't mind, go in there. Subscribe to my channel in there. Give me some more viewers in there. Let's piss off YouTube as much as possible. That would be great. If you got a YouTube page, which I know a lot of you guys have them, go in there. Hit that subscribe button. Let's knock it off the charts for me over there. Not that I care if they cancel me or not, because I got every one of you guys here. So if you have it, go ahead and subscribe. What the hell? You don't have to watch it. Just subscribe. That's all. That makes YouTube even more mad when you get some subscribers in there and they don't like me. So there you have it. You have days like that, right? So my foot's starting to hurt down here. I should be taking my boot off while I'm sitting here, but I'm not going to because then I have to put it back on. But, hey, we're going to get busy, guys, because we got a lot to talk about. The first thing we're going to talk about, if you guys did not get to see it, no, Conrad, ain't no problem there. I don't want to see myself in my birthday suit, let alone, no, that will not happen. Maybe I'll find somebody else that's in their birthday suit, because Aruba's good for their nude beaches. Oh, yeah, let me tell you. The one that I saw the last time I was there years ago, that's not something you want to see either. I told the boat captain, get me away from here. It was not a pretty sight. No. But, all right, guys, let's get busy. If you did not get to see Trump and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth's speeches today in front of the generals and stuff, holy moly. Hegseth looks so relaxed, so at ease right there with this. You wouldn't believe it. But they have finally gotten rid of the woke pronouns, loving military men with beard, gone. No more beards. They're getting back to win. Military was the fighting force ever in this whole planet. They are getting back to the real military that we've known to love, right? But I want you to hear a little bit of Pete HEGSETH'S stuff in here. And if you did not get to watch, look out. You'll see how relaxing. This is just clippets of it. I've got two of them for you. So listen to this first one. It is Pete talking about rails against fat generals and calls for physical fitness standards. Take a look.
It all starts with physical fitness and appearance. If the Secretary of War can do regular, hard PT, so can every member of our joint force. Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a four-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. And as the chairman said, yes, there is no PT test. But today, at my direction, every member of the joint force at every rank is required to take a PT test twice a year, as well as meet height and weight requirements twice a year, every year of service. Also today, at my direction, every warrior across our joint force is required to do PT every duty day. Should be common sense. I mean, most units do that already, but we're codifying it. And we're not talking like hot yoga and stretching. Real hard PT, either as a unit or as an individual. At every level, from the Joint Chiefs to everyone in this room to the youngest private, leaders set the standard. And so many of you do this already. Active, Guard, and Reserve.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
That's one. Take a listen to this one now. This one is that he's declared the end of woke policies for the military. I love this. Take a listen.
Standards must be uniform, gender neutral, and high. If not, they're not standards. They're just suggestions. Suggestions that get our sons and daughters killed. When it comes to combat arms units, and there are many different stripes across our joint force, the era of politically correct, overly sensitive, don't hurt anyone's feelings leadership ends right now. But I look out at this group and I see great Americans. Leaders who have given decades to our great republic at great sacrifice to yourselves and to your families. But if the words I'm speaking today are making your heart sink, then you should do the honorable thing and resign. We would thank you for your service. The military has been forced by foolish and reckless politicians to focus on the wrong things. In many ways, this speech is about fixing decades of decay. Some of it obvious, some of it hidden. Or as the chairman has put it, we are clearing out the debris. For too long, we've promoted too many uniformed leaders for the wrong reasons. Based on their race, based on gender quotas, based on historic so-called firsts. We've pretended that combat arms and non-combat arms are the same thing. We've weeded out so-called toxic leaders under the guise of double-blind psychology assessments, promoting risk-averse, go-along-to-get-along conformists instead. You name it, the department did it. Foolish and reckless political leaders set the wrong compass heading, and we lost our way. We became the woke department, but not anymore. This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. But when it comes to any job that requires physical power to perform in combat, those physical standards must be high and gender neutral. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. If that means no women qualify for some combat jobs, so be it.
You gotta love it. He's exactly what we want. You don't get a fighting force like our military because you're fat and lazy, just like he was saying about these generals and stuff. I loved it. It was a very inspiring speech, and it's the way it should be. And he said that the days of the Department of Defense is over. Done. It is the Department of War, and the things are going to go back to the way they were. And there is a lot of women in the military that have fought and can keep up with them. And when the Associated Press showed the audience out there, you didn't see one fat general sitting there at all. That most every single one of them you saw that, like Millie, that piece of garbage, didn't see a one of them. Most every one of those guys were fit as a fiddle. I'd like to be healthy enough to be able to do their training, to be able to get back into that again. It's kind of tougher when you get up there in age and you break a foot just by standing up. That sucks. I don't know if they'll ever fix it, Colin. The lag, he said the lagging's bad over there now. What else we got? Trump declares reawakening of warrior spirit, unwavering support for the military. He said he's got their backs. He said he's got the back of the police, the firefighter, everyone. He didn't leave anyone out when he did his speech today, which was like long. And I think it was longer than Pete Hegseth. But you see how calm and relaxed and confident Pete Hegseth was with his speech. And I watched the whole thing. It was freaking great. Hey, thanks, Texas John. I cannot share my QR code over in Wimpkin because it won't let me trade it over there. So if you could do it on there, that's tough. I know a lot of you guys watch on your phone. Hey, there's Violent Vixen right there, guys. If you have not watched it yet, Violent Vixen 29. Check out Rebel Chick What It Costs on YouTube, everywhere, or not YouTube, X and Wimpkin and everywhere else that you see me. She's on there too. So check it out, guys. Violent Vixen 29. You'll see it. Rebel Chick What It Costs. All right, here we go. Back here. We got to get back here now. Where are we at? All right, let's take this one off. Let's get in with here. And now the Schumer shutdown will commence at midnight tonight. The White House declares imminent government shutdown after the Senate fails to pass funding bill. Well, is anyone surprised? I am not paying for illegal criminals and the NPR and PBS to be funded, and for illegal criminal to get free health care. Not going to happen. And I agree with everything. And you got the Democrats sitting on there spewing all day, and they want to spew their mouths and try to turn around and blame the Republicans. And what were they doing when they had the last 4 years? They were blaming the Republicans for shutting it down. Now that the Democrats, 3 Democrats voted with the Republicans, and who? The piece of shit Ron Paul, the only Republican that voted against it. Oh, yeah, he sided with the Democrats. Oh, yeah. And this is the problem. Now the Democrats and, hey, Marianne is here. I did not see her come in. Right there she is, guys. All right, Hi, Marianne. All right, here we go. Yes, so they voted against this, so the shutdown will continue tonight because J.D. Vance said this. When was this? Yesterday, he put on here, the government's likely headed to a shutdown after Trump meets with the Democrats. Democrats didn't want to change. They wanted this $1.4 trillion spending bill. See how desperate these people are to get their money laundering operation back in effect? This is what they do. Now they sit there, they've been on TV all day trying to blame the Republicans for the shutdown when it's in fact them. And they'll sit there, and these liberal idiots will sit there and believe everything that they're saying. And they'll say, well, yes, those illegal criminals, they need their health insurance. No, they don't. They're not supposed. They're illegal criminals. They are not to be paid by a dime of our taxpayer money. They are here illegally, which all they deserve is a jail cell or a flight the hell out of our country. And I didn't say hi to Andy. Andy's over there in Getter. I didn't say hi. Exactly, Andy. Shut it down. Trump can use his powers to fire. Exactly. Trump can go on a firing spree and not a damn person can say anything about it. But you know for a fact that these Democrats, these dumbass crats, will waste taxpayer money to bring it to the court, even though they don't have a chance of saying anything. He can do what he wants. And this is their issue. The Democrats want to sit there. And did you see that piece of shit? Hakeem Jeffries. He was crying like a little bitch that he is about Trump posting that picture, and I did not get it, of the video of him with a sombrero on and a Mexican mustache. Oh, yeah. And he wants to sit there and act like Mr. Tough Guy in front of the cameras, in front of the Democrats, and say, if you want to say something to me, say it to my face. Oh, yeah, that's what that little bitch did. I'll say it to his face. Please, somebody, I'll say it to his face, and I'll stand there and wait for it. What's he going to do? Nothing. Put his tail between his legs and run away like a scared little bitch that he is. I just love that these guys can sit there behind the camera and act like tough guys. Oh, yeah. And it just makes me sick. But Trump says government shutdown may force federal job cuts. It ain't may. It's going to. And that's exactly what needs to happen. But talking about dumbasses, and we're going to talk about, all right, thanks, Vic. She's over in X. She's over in Getter. She's everywhere. We got drunken grandma herself. And listen to what she says. I tell them to go fuck themselves. Nancy Pelosi melts down, says she's listened to the GOP shit about health care, then tells Republicans to go fuck themselves. Take a listen.
Right now, I think it's really important for the American people to recognize that every shutdown we have had has been a Republican shutdown, including this one. This one even more so because they have the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. It's important to note that they do not believe in governance, so a shutdown of government is a victory for them. They love that. Government is shut down. And when they've shut it down in the past, and when we've come back in, many of their leaders have not voted to come back in. So here we are at a place where we should be quite happy about meeting the needs of the American people. Some of the pillars of economic and health security, Medicare, Medicaid, the Affordable Care Act. They don't care about that. They never voted for any of that. They never voted for any of that. Medicaid should wither on the vine, they said. Medicaid, put it in a box, tie it in a ribbon, throw it in the deep blue sea.
Do you have confidence that this is actually a real negotiation that is going to happen at the White House later today?
Oh, I have no idea. Well, going into it, let's review what the president has said. What we're talking about is meeting the health care needs of the American people, little babies, moms with breast cancer, dads with a stroke, and all of that. The president has said, I hear what they're saying. It's all unserious and ridiculous. In fact, I've listened to their and I tell them to go f themselves. So that's the, I can't believe I use that word. My kids will be shocked. My grandchildren will be further shocked. I'm just quoting the President of the United States. And so I think the leverage springs not from any shared values with him, if that's what he thinks healthcare is about, and f yourself, but that it is something that they're hearing from constituents, that they do not want to see the healthcare costs go up if the Affordable Care Act subsidies are not extended. You know, this is so funny because I'm an appropriator, and over the years I've always said, left to their own devices, appropriators can get this job done. They know what the priorities are. They know where you have to negotiate, where you have a difference.
You all heard every single lie coming out of her mouth. Every shutdown we've had have been a Republican shutdown, which is the hugest lie ever. And yes, Andy, she is a lying bitch. I don't call her a witch. Drunken Greg. You can tell she's drunk. She's slurring everything that she says right there. And yes, Tim, he said that watching these people make his blood pressure go up. Mine too. I cannot stand their lies. We know their lies, and they're sitting there feeding the bullshit to all their little bitchy sheep out there that have no brains, that can't think for themselves. That's the biggest issue. And I did share my my YouTube channel right there in Wimpkin. If you guys want to give a shout out on there, give me a thumbs up, whatever they do over there too. I'd appreciate it. Texas John went over there and hit me up on there. And I think Lee went over there and got me the other a while ago. So, yeah, I appreciate it, because that just pisses them off when I get more subscribers over there. And it's awesome. And if you have any issues and you don't have Rumble, you could go to YouTube and you can watch it there during there too, if there's Wimpkin is having issues like they have been. So, all right, let's keep going. Schumer turns against his own shutdown fix. Oh, yeah. He puts a fix in, their fix, with all the illegal criminal money and the NPR and PPS. They wanted to restore funding to them and all that shit. Oh, yeah. But he now turns against it to shut it down. Now, like I said, they've been lying all day long on the TV. And the dude appropriated a hammer up inside her husband's skull. Yeah, that's not the only place he hammered Conrad. Oh, never mind. That's for a different show. She's getting off easy. If she goes to prison for life, big deal. Brain dead. Exactly. So it won't matter. She'll fit right in. As long as they give her that IV of vodka or gin or whatever the hell she does. She Baltimore trash. Oh, that's a shame. I feel sorry for you, Sean. Comey's indictment centers on truth of authorizing his friends and advisor to leak to the media. That's not the only thing that man can be done. She was too coherent to be real piglishly. Yeah, you're right, Tammy. She definitely was. She needed a couple more shots right there. Her grandchildren will be shocked. Yeah, right. She probably curses like a sailor at home too, because she gets hammered like all the time, like her husband does. He gets hammered both ways, alcohol and from his bitch boy. All right, what else we got? Oh, yeah, Secret Service vehicle catches fire outside the White House. And what gets me is these news places, and I like just the news, but they also have to add stuff to it. Not just Secret Service vehicle catches fire outside the White House, which that happens. Vehicles catch on fire, okay? But they had ahead of Netanyahu's meeting. That has nothing to do. I bet you that vehicle would have caught fire no matter what. And who would have been there? Oh, yeah. So why do they have to try to make things worse than they sound, or make it sound more important than what it is? And I don't give a shit who's at the White House. That probably would have caught on fire no matter what. They could have left it at that. And I can't remember what the word I was trying to use for that. But, but they are doing their jobs. What do we got here? I don't want to miss anything. We got time. We got time to do this, right? Oh, we got time. Oh, it's still there, Gab. I think she had too much alcohol in her, so it pulled it out. Even Scotland wouldn't have enough booze to keep that bitch happy. Exactly right, Colin. Ain't nobody going to have her. She has to have an IV to keep her going. The CR is an originally Democrat resolution they wanted last time. This CR is no different than the last 4 that Speaker Johnson said he would never sign. As him become Speaker, I will not sign no CRs. Yeah, yep. He's working on what, number 5 or 6 now? But I will never do it. No, dude, lying son bitch. All right, what else we got? But like I said, the Secret Service is doing their job. Let me get this off of here. And I want to show you a guy. The Secret Service arrested a man attempting to scale the White House fence yesterday. Right? Yesterday. Let me find my date on here. Yes, it was yesterday. Take a look at this well-dressed man trying to climb the fence, or did climb the fence. Take a look. There's no sound to this. These are pictures that were posted on X. But look, you got a nice old suit on and everything right there. Look at that. Nice sunglasses. He must have been trying to disguise himself as a Secret Service agent, thinking he would get over the fence and then nobody would question him. But, yep, Secret Service is actually doing their job. What do we got here? All right, we're going to keep going on here. Pat, did I see Pat coming in here? I saw Pat's name. Pat, are you here, Pat? There's Pat. Pat is late, but she is here, guys. Say hi to Pat, everyone. Pat is here. Hi, Pat. All right, what else we got here? That guy got arrested, so let's move on to the next thing. What was we? Oh, here we go. Illinois governor. Yes, I wish I would have got that video from, I can't remember who it was. Vic had it on there. It was on X, and it was freaking awesome. Timothy, what's happening, man, over there in Twitch? No, it has just shut down, Timothy. As of midnight tonight, they are shutting it down. And welcome, man. He's on Twitch. I love it, man. He's right there. You got Twitch. Somebody actually real. But yes, he said that Trump's administration requested troop deployment. With growing scenes of conflict involving federal immigration agents in Chicago and its suburbs, Pritzker, little prickster, said on Monday the administration of President Donald Trump had asked the Pentagon to send 100 troops to the state. Of course, little prick himself thinks he's telling everybody there's no violence, but there actually is a ton of violence right there. So we're going to keep going with that because Chicago anti-ICE agitator faces federal charges after threatening to kill agents. All right, what is here? Is that one it? Yeah, let me see. It's coming up here, I think. Let's keep going here. We got more, and it just keeps going. All right, I'm going to let me see. Maybe. Nope, I want to show you this one first. Take a look at this real quick.
We're following a breaking news alert out of Chicago this morning. 4 people are facing charges after an anti-ICE protest turned violent.
Megan P. has the details now at the WKRN.com alert desk. Megan, good morning.
Nicole Mark, good morning. 4 protesters are now facing federal charges after those anti-ICE protests outside an ICE facility in Chicago. This is some video of those protests that went on for multiple days. This is outside the Broadview ICE facility there. According to court documents obtained by ABC News, the 4 suspects are being charged with assaulting and resisting officers. The protests coming after Border Patrol agents have been seen making arrests near famous Chicago landmarks. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker now warning.
But there's no problems in Chicago. This is happening prior to ICE being there or Trump even wanting to send these guys there. The military there, all this was going on before they had 11 killings last weekend, and they had like a ton of them the weekend before that. But there's no crime in Chicago. Don't worry. No, nothing to see here. Don't believe your lying eyes. You guys, remember that? Love that. I love that. All right, here we go again. Remember the guy that they just arrested in Iowa that was the superintendent of the school, Des Moines, Iowa, public school? Oh, yeah. Guess what? We all know he was an illegal criminal in this country. But yet the school hired him as a superintendent. And he was also a registered Democrat, illegally registered in the state of Iowa. Oh, my God. Yes, I'm not lying to you. I am. I'm not. He was on it. So how many more illegal criminals are on everyone's voter rolls? How many of you guys think? Shout it out. Everybody, all states. I'm saying all states have Democrat illegal criminals on their voter rolls. I guarantee it. And I do not know how we'll be able to find that out. Can't call every state and say, hey, send me your voter roll. My God, you know how many billions of papers I'll have? DEI puppets are everywhere. No vetting, backgrounds. Exactly, Shell. They buy their governor by the pound. Wow, they paid a lot for that fat bastard, didn't they, Conrad? But there you go. There's more proof in the pudding that the Democrats love cheating. Now we're going to get into some more of the mental crap with all these illegals and everything. So we're going to get into these mental freaks. The Zizians, or however you want to say it, violent spiral. Now they have a trans group tied to killings across America. Take a listen.
We are learning new details in the bizarre story of a cult allegedly linked to the killing of a U.S. Border Patrol agent, David Mayland. On Sunday, Maryland State Police arrested 3 alleged members of the group known as Zizians. Among them, the alleged leader, who was ordered held without bond by a Maryland court yesterday. They joined 2 already in custody. And the Zizians, just so you know, have been tied to 6 killings across 3 states. So one of those was the U.S. Border Patrol agent, Mayland. He died on Inauguration Day, January 20th, near the Canadian border in Vermont. And 2 others who were killed were alleged members of the cult. National correspondent Griff Jenkins has more. And so, Griff, this will be the first time many of us will hear of Zizians, but apparently the feds have been watching them for a while.
They have, and good morning, Harris. This has all the makings of a Netflix cult docudrama. These Zizians appear to be a group of mostly transgender computer scientists who met online, united in anarchist beliefs, including radical veganism, and turned violent. The 3 members of the cult you mentioned arrested on charges of trespassing and gun possession in a very remote area of Maryland. It included the alleged leader you see here, 34-year-old Jack Lasota on the left side of your screen. He goes by the name Ziz. There are 2 other members as well. Allegheny County Sheriff says he has no idea why they were there.
They gave different names, which is a telltale sign they're trying to hide something. So that's why I believe the officers checked a little further, started running some more checks. The only thing that I'm curious about is why they chose this particular area to try to camp out at. And we're still developing that.
The Zizians are tied, as you mentioned, to at least 6 murders spanning the country in 3 states, from California to Pennsylvania and Vermont, including the deaths of a landlord in California in 2022, an elderly couple in Pennsylvania, and, of course, Border Patrol agent Mayland in Vermont last month. Just 20 miles he was killed from the Canadian border. But little is known about the group or its motives, Harris. Independent journalist Andy No has been tracking them for a while.
I would describe some of the crimes that they're accused of as being demonic, you could say. An elderly couple that were killed in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, were shot execution style in their homes on New Year's Eve a couple of years ago. FBI dropped the ball on this because the killings go back to 2022.
But that last point, Harris, these 3 in Maryland, including the leader that's being held, the FBI, according to Maryland officials, have gotten very involved in this case, trying to put the piece.
Now we got this mental group. This is a freaking cult of mental freaks out there going around having killing sprees. So why is this government administration not doing something about mental illness? I don't know how many times we're going to have to continue to say this, because it doesn't even seem like they're trying to do anything yet with all the problems that's going on, all the shootings that's been going on that has included mental trans people. So when are they going to wake up to see that it's got to stop, and it's got to get them help and get them off our streets? They're going to have to open more prisons for these mental trans people. And you can't put them in a normal prison. Trust me, I know what's going to happen to people like that. We've had them in my prison. Oh, yeah. And it's not a pretty picture. Why are they watching and not stopping the fuckers and arresting? Exactly, Conrad. These people need stopped. They need it now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, not 4 years, until the Democrats can get in there and put them all in charge of everything. This needs to stop now, and this government needs to start acting now. All right, what else we got happening here? Only got a couple more left here. Supreme Court meets to discuss Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal and other pending cases. And the reason why I brought this up was because Ghislaine Maxwell, because of all the bullshit that's going on. Sean over in Wimpkin. What's happening, Sean? How'd you crazy SOB bet you $1 that this big left shuts down the government tonight? It's already happening, Sean. They are going down. The Democrats are shutting this down and trying to blame. What do we always say, guys? Democrats blame us for something they've already done it. This is a perfect example of it. They are doing it on their own. But you know what? So their sheep will believe this. But now watch tomorrow, guys, when it's shut down and they're crying about losing their jobs. Oh my God, Trump fired us. And oh yeah, I guarantee this is what we're going to hear. I'll bet you anyway. Kat, what's happening, Kat? I made it to Texas. She's into Texas. Shorter drive tomorrow, and I'll be home. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, Kat, and hope you have a safe trip home. All right. Again, guys, anyone that just came in, the QR code you're seeing up on your right side, I think it is, over there. Over there. There. Yeah, there it is. That's my YouTube one. If you want to put it on there, in case you have troubles, can't get into anywhere else, go ahead and scan that with your phone. Take it in there, hit that subscribe button, guys. I want to see when I get off here, I want to see this lit up saying, hey, you got a new subscriber, I want to see that, guys. I posted it on Wimpkin, and I don't know if I could post it over here or not, but I could post it where. Let's see. Let me find my comments over here. Becky! Hi, Becky. Let me see if I can hit the paste on there and see if it'll go through. I don't know if it will or not. Oh, yep, it went up there. So it seems like we need a mental institution open again in Mayview. Exactly. Mayview was shut down, I don't know how long ago. I was still running an ambulance back then. I did run a couple people in. I wouldn't want to be in those mental hospitals, but these mental freaks need to be in there. Someone passed a bill that Congress will not be paid and have retroactive pay during shutdown. Man, they don't need paid at all. And some bitches should lose every dime, every penny until they get these Democrats to wake up and see to quit shutting this shit down and stop wanting their it's a bribe is what it is. They're trying to bribe them into another money laundering operation, which was NPR, PBS, and the illegals getting free health care. Nah, hell with that stuff. Fort Stockton was just too far. Yeah, ours was. Damn, Wimpkin is fudged up. Yes, Sean, they've been talking about that. Sean came in and said he went right back out. Sean, I got my YouTube up there. Man, hit that YouTube and go over there and look at it and check it out, man. I did not put that in Facebook either, and I got to put that in there. I gotta switch it over, guys. We got a lot here. What time is it? I want a couple videos tonight, so we're going to give you a comment. Whoops. You hear that? That was me. All right, there. I put it on Wimpkin right or on Facebook too. All right, guys, let's keep going real quick here. We only got 2 more to go over, and then we'll get some videos. Got some good videos for you guys too. Did I miss anything I wanted to show you? Let me see here. All right, no, it's coming up. Hillary Clinton. The truth is whatever Hillary says it is. Hillary Clinton is like Kamala Harris and changing the way she talks when she's in the front of a certain crowd. If she's black, she talks more black. If she's Indian, she talks Indian. If she's in front of white people, she talks like an American, like normal and shit. Oh, yeah, there ain't no lie. I want you to take a look at this, and I'm going to show you the facts of what she does, just like Kamala Harris. And I kind of look alike, don't you think? Oh, yeah, take a look.
There's the Hillary standard, and then there's the standard for everybody else.
What's the Hillary standard?
Well,
you're against same-sex marriage. Now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies. Now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now, suddenly last week, you're against it.
Unfounded, inaccurate, mean-spirited attacks with no basis in truth. Reality.
We had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
I have been as straightforward and honest as I could be. I did not send or receive any information that was marked classified at the time.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information.
Will you say anything to get elected?
And the answer to that is yes. This is what the skank does. She's doing it. She's been doing it her whole life. And people fall for it and some people don't because she's never won a presidential election. Oh, yeah. You noticed that? Hey, Daniel. See you, man. Good night. Have a good time at work. All right. And what do we got here? The last thing I wanted to tell you here is our alien encounter, guys. Massive comet is zooming through the solar system. Could it be alien technology? Harvard astrophysicist says. Take a listen.
The trajectory of this object is very peculiar. It actually lies in the orbital plane of the planets around the sun, within 5 degrees or so. And that is a coincidence that has a chance of 0.2%. Think about driving your car. In 1 hour, you traverse a distance that this object is traversing in 1 second. The other unusual fact about its trajectory is that it comes very close to the inner planets other than Earth, like Jupiter, Mars, or Venus. And the chance of that happening, given the trajectory, one can change the arrival time of this object, and only in 1 in 20,000 cases you end up with such a close proximity to the planets, because they orbit around the sun, and the chance of being so close to them is very small. So the unusual trajectory of this object offers the possibility that it might have been designed so as to have some goals of a reconnaissance mission. So it's possible that it's a comet, but if that's the case, it will become very clear as it comes closer to the sun and gets heated, so that its evaporation rate gets much larger. And then the glow of dust and gas around it should be apparent.
This is the alien guy. This is from Woke Harvard. And yes, I like what these guys are saying here. Fixer says the global event that will make people beg for a global government. And then Pat says it right. Another doomsday prediction. Oh, yes, guys. And wait, I put this together for you. Take a look at this. I am a skeptic beyond skeptics about any space alien creatures. I am. I don't know about you guys, but I am a skeptic. And I like it. Fixer said, get your tickets now. This is another, the stuff just pops up. All of a sudden when Democrats are having trouble and the Democrats are flaming out, they are losing control of everything right now. And this stuff like this comes up. But you want to talk about aliens. Here's an alien for you. Take a look.
So this is President Biden. He's your leader?
Oh, yeah. Elected fair and square. Well, elected anyway. Mr. President?
My name is General Flog. I come as the leader of an advanced scouting party from the planet Algonian 5. I'm happy to overlook the little misunderstanding where you shot down some of our balloon-shaped entry vehicles, though we did notice that it took multiple missiles to bring them down. Just say.
Let me start off with 2 words. Made in America.
Earth must use a different system of mathematics. Please, what can you tell me about America?
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him... We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Is this one of those Earth pranks that I've read about?
No, this is real.
Tell me that wasn't funny right there. You gotta love it, right? Yes, Gabby Girl says that some think that Elon Musk is an alien. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's freaking awesome right there. I don't know if you guys believe in aliens and stuff like that. I, for one, do not believe in that kind of stuff. But, you have days like that. But that's it for those guys. We're going to have some fun videos right now. First off, we got Batman and Superman pissed off about the hate that's going on in this country. Take a look.
Your hate-filled bullshit ends tonight. We're locking every last one of you up. No excuses. You thought chaos made you strong. Wrong. Now you rot. America doesn't need your violence. We're cleaning house. Every street, every block, we'll hunt down the hate.
Piece by piece, we're taking our country back.
Cut the shit! This ends now! You are done spreading hate. Jail is waiting.
No matter the town, no matter the size, hate has no place here.
And if you think otherwise, you'll share a fucking cell. You wanted violence, now the system's got you.
We'll keep the cells full until America's safe.
Hiding in the shadows won't save you, asshole.
We're ending your hate permanently. This is how we make America strong again. No more hate, no more violence, just justice.
Yeah, I love the Batman and Superman. They put it out there. They got right. Hey, but you guys want to see the most confused man in the world? Take a look.
He congratulated the teleprompter on a powerful speech. He's fought in every American war since the 1700s. He thanks the city he's not in, then waves at the flag like it's an old friend. He hides his own Easter eggs. He once sniffed a St. Bernard's tail, mistakenly thinking that it was attached to an 8-year-old girl. He forgot where he left the Coke in the White House. Wait, no, he didn't. He needs GPS to find his way across a stage. He once tried to build a railroad from the Pacific all the way across the Indian Ocean. He thinks poor kids can be just as bright and talented as white kids. When someone answers his calls, he asks them what they want. He once woke up from a dream to realize that he was president, so he went back to sleep. Subtitles have a day dedicated to him. He's got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. He can't go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts without speaking in a slight Indian accent. He is the most confused man in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do,
I have trouble even saying to myself my own head in a number of years. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly.
That was just too funny right there. You just can't help it. Oh, that's just hilarious. Oops. Let me get rid of this one. And this one now is from Johnny on X. He said, if the media were actually honest on the air, this is what it would look like.
Police have identified the suspects and located the 2018 Dodge Charger used in last night's crime. The suspects are believed to be 4 white...
Yes! I know that's right.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, just relieved that the police have white identified the suspects.
Exactly. Very white. Okay. Crime is crime, and we're all relieved.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Violence erupted in the parking lot of a concert.
I like where this is going.
Where Shabuzi was performing.
Who the heck is Shabuzi? He's a genius, but this sounds like us.
When a man selling bootleg T-shirts opened fire.
Oh, look at that buzzer beater. That's you guys all day. 3-2.
This is kind of fun now. Let's keep it rolling.
Mm-hmm.
A Florida middle school teacher has resigned after falling in love with an 8th grade student.
4-2. Suzanne, which team are you on?
Okay,
Pick a different one.
wait, I haven't finished reading yet. Authorities have charged 38-year-old Lakeisha Williams.
3-3. Thank you, sweet baby Lakeisha.
Lakeisha, girl, what is you doing?
That's good right there. Thank you for that, Johnny. That was funny right there. If they could actually tell the truth, that would be what we would hear. Something like that, huh? All right, we got time for one more. Let's do Al Bundy. Let's knock that one out. We got a lot. I still got some from Pat and some more from Johnny and stuff. We'll save those for tomorrow night. All right, here's Al Bundy. We haven't seen him for a while.
You cradle robber! You share! I know what you want, Miss Gabor. You drive by and see that house and that Dodge and you say, some people live like this, why can't I? Well, you can't just take my son, have your way sexually with him, and not expect some repercussions from a concerned parent. I played high school football. I know the score. Son, are you really going out with this prune face? What strange hold do you have over the boy? How many happy homes have you broken in your 1,000 years? Sure, I know my boy is almost a virgin. But you can no longer take advantage. I have called the proper authorities. There she is, the strumpet with the blue hair. And I'll tell you something else. She lied about her age. Last time she saw 40 was 1840. I'm sorry I had to do that, son, but damn it, I love you. Oh, Bud, Mommy's out of tampons.
Now, would you not want to crawl underneath your desk with that kind of a dad? Funny as shit right there, though. I ended up typing your name is in search. I know sometimes it works, Sean. Sometimes it doesn't. Sean got over to my YouTube channel, guys. Don't forget to get there if you can. It'll really make them mad. Oh yeah. So hey guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. I hope we have a better show tomorrow. Every day my foot's feeling a little bit better, so I'll get a little bit better as we go along. So thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. Everything's been awesome. You guys in chat is crazy, and you don't know how it makes me feel. It makes me feel great that you guys come and show up and enjoy the show. So thank you again for joining me, and don't forget to join me tomorrow night. And I'm going to leave you with this, because the Net Patriots is all the time we have for tonight. What a show, right? We talked about the return of confidence and the respect of the rule of law in our agencies, and the ever-changing narrative coming out of the far left from the political chameleons like Hillary Clinton. And yes, we even looked up at the cosmos and got a little spooked by the Harvard professor claiming the alien stuff coming at us. Whether the threat is political or extraterrestrial, we're here to talk about it. To every single one of you who tuned in tonight, who participated in chat, and who made your voices heard, thank you. Your engagement is a lifeblood of this program. We are building a powerful community here, and I'm truly grateful for your perspective in what's going on. But the fight for common sense and accountability never takes a night off, and neither do we, unless you break a foot or two. But join me right back here tomorrow night for another can't-miss show. We're going to go deep into the fundamental battle raging across the country, the fight for our children's and our grandchildren's futures. We'll expose the radical agenda trying to silence everyone in this country from the left and their woke ideology, and we'll show you the frontline heroes like you standing up against it. It's time to talk straight and to get rid of the mental problem that we have in this country. And that means starting with the Democrats and their violent rhetoric and their condoning of trans mental illness that they have caused. So make sure you set your reminders and join me again tomorrow night. Until then, stand firm, keep the faith, and as always, keep looking up. Good night, and I'll see you guys back here live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here live tomorrow.